Hey guys, so it's been a while since my last video, and that made me think it's probably a good time to provide you guys an update on my soccer journey. In this video, I'm gonna break down the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of this season, and I'm gonna let you know whether I'm on track to achieve them, whether I've fallen spectacularly short, or maybe it's somewhere in the middle. Let's check it out. So if you're new to this channel, one of the themes is personal growth. I think you're never too old to learn a new skill, to start a new hobby, to try something that you're interested in. And I think really your mindset is super important to how you approach these things. And that will have a huge impact on your growth and your ability and your trajectory when it comes to that skill or hobby or whatever it is you want to learn. If you're new to my channel and you haven't been following my story for very long, you may not have known that earlier in this year, in around May, sometime in the spring, I filmed a video before the start of my summer soccer season, and I laid out some personal goals that I wanted to achieve this year. So before I share what those goals are and how I'm measuring up to them this year, I want to provide just a little bit of context. So in many ways, last summer of 2024 was actually my first time really playing 11v11 full field soccer. I played in a local league here in Ottawa. It's called OSU, Ottawa South United, and they run a men's league on Saturday mornings. So it's open to ages 18 plus. So you have a pretty wide range of ages. You pretty much have guys from 18 to, I don't want to say, like definitely there's no 80-year-olds. I was gonna say 18 to 80. There's probably some 60-year-olds though, or guys pushing 60. I'm not 100% sure, but you get the point. There's like a pretty wide range of skill levels. It's recreational. The games are reffed. There's no linesmen, but it's at a pretty good level. Like, especially for me coming into it last year, there were a lot of players who were definitely more skilled than I was. And even some of the guys who are older, like 40 or 50, are quite good. So I had a lot to learn coming into the league, and I still have a lot to learn from the players in the league now. One thing I like about this league is it runs for a long time. So it actually goes from May till October. So now I'm in my second year of playing in this league, and even though we're getting close to October, I still have about 5 games left. So it's a really nice long season. You probably get around 18 to 20 games, depending on how the math shakes out. So when it came to this year's season, 2025, I wanted to set goals for myself, and I wanted to kind of just take a look at the numbers from the previous year and base them off of that. I thought, okay, let's look at what I did in 2024 and let's set realistic targets that I think I could do. Nothing crazy, and then those will be my goals for 2025. In 2024, since it was like actually my first time playing real soccer, and I didn't totally know what to expect with a new league. I didn't set any goals, so I basically had zero expectations, and I just wanted to go in and find my feet and just improve. And I feel like I did that last year. So anyway, here's some numbers. Last year, I played 18 games, and I scored 6 goals, and I created 0 assists. And I mostly played as a winger in a 4-4-2 formation, and that position felt like it actually suited me really well. I have a lot of speed, and that's probably my biggest strength as a player. Oh yeah, and one more thing that I was pretty proud of actually coming into a new league and kind of not really having played 11s before. Last season, looking at my team's total goals for and my 6 goals that I contributed, if you do the math, my contributions were worth about 16% of the team's total goal tally. And I just felt really good about that for someone who was kind of newish, at least to like soccer at that scale. So like I said, this year in May, I had the numbers, I had the data because I record everything. I decided, okay, based on last year's numbers, what could I set for myself as realistic targets in 2025? And I thought this year, it would be nice to get a double-digit goal total. So basically 10 plus. I don't know why I phrased it like double digit, but it was just kind of soft. I didn't want to set like a hard number, I guess, like 10, 11, 12 specifically. I just wanted to get a minimum of 10 and maybe more. And I felt like that was a realistic goal based on having scored 6 in 18 games and just feeling like I was a lot better at the end of last season than the beginning. I also decided I should probably try and create more assists because especially if I'm playing on the wing. Like, I didn't know what position I was going to be playing, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Scoring goals is great, but you can have positive contributions if you're not a striker or if you're not an attacking player. I mean, if you're a defender, you can measure progress in a different way. But anyway, I decided that I also wanted to work on, I guess, my team play and creativity. So I set a target for myself to create 5 assists or assist 5 goals in addition to scoring 10. Now I set one more goal too, and this was kind of a weird one. So last year, if 6 goals was worth about 16% of the team's tally, I thought maybe I should try and increase that. Like, if I'm trying to increase my goal total to double-digit figures, that probably will likely lead to having a contribution that's worth 20% this year. So I said, okay, I want to contribute at least 20% of my team's goals. And like, phrased maybe a little differently without any numbers, I basically want to be the top scorer, or if not the top scorer, like one of the top contributors on the team. That was my goal. So as of the filming of this video, I am at 9 goals and 4 assists in 14 games. And it feels, is it lame to pat myself on the back? Yeah, like, I'm actually really proud of that. The season's not over, and I haven't quite hit exactly the milestones that I set out to, but with 3 to 5 games left and the pace that I've been on, I think it's gonna happen. I just need 1 more goal and 1 more assist from 3 games, and it might even get 5 games, let's see. Also, right now, 9 goals accounts for 32% of my team's total this year, and that basically is just another way of saying that I'm the top scorer on the team. So that feels really good. One thing that's a little different this year from last year is that I did shift to playing striker, which I wanted to do, especially if I'm setting like aggressive goal scoring targets for myself. And so I think almost exclusively I did play striker, or have been playing striker, but this year we've done a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is a little different. But I like that. I like the pressure of it, and yeah, it's just fun to have to be the person who is responsible for producing the result. It is stressful, and sometimes it sucks when it doesn't happen. But yeah, I mean, I've pretty much been on it. And even if there are more skilled players on other teams in this league this year who have scored probably like double, or I don't know, maybe triple my total, I'm just proud of the progress that I've made, and I can see huge improvements. So that's positive, and I'm stoked about that. One more kind of milestone that was cool about this year is that I've actually scored 3 braces so far this season. So I think actually in the first game I got 1. Now it's funny, I have not been filming all of the games all summer. I kind of took a break in the middle. Like, at the beginning of the season, I was filming every game, and it adds up, and it starts to feel like a bit of work. So I chilled a bit in the middle of the season, and I haven't filmed that many games, apart from the competitive ones, which I was kind of focusing on while I was on that team. That's a whole other story. If you haven't seen my last video where I talk about joining a competitive men's team and then quitting, and you're interested, then yeah, you can check out that one. And I analyze all the clips from that season in that video. So check it out if you're interested. That being said, I did film at least one of the braces, so I had the camera on when one happened. So I have proof, I'm not a liar, and I can show you. So I think next, another milestone I have set for myself, not as necessarily a goal for this year, but just as like a soccer milestone in general, is to score the elusive hat trick. And who knows, maybe if I score that one, I'll take my shirt off and also get my first yellow card as a celebration. That would be pretty cool. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully that's on camera if it happens. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this season. I'm so excited for the playoffs. I'm so excited with how I've done, and I wanted to share the journey with you. Now, there's one other thing that I actually want to mention before the video finishes. If you didn't know, at the beginning of this season, I actually created an EPL fantasy league, and I shared the code publicly. So if you're interested, like if you play Fantasy Premier League and you're interested in joining my league and playing with me, then I'll put the code up and you can feel free to join my league. Hopefully you started at the beginning of the season, but don't worry because I'm actually doing terrible this year. It's super fun and I like it. Last year was also my first year playing it and I did really well. I think I finished third in the league I was playing in with a group of friends. Yeah, I was like happy with that. Felt like I had gotten the hang of it. But this year I dug myself a hole in the first 5 weeks and I've had a really slow start and I'm basically in the bottom of all the leagues that I'm playing in. But I feel like I might be on the verge of climbing out of the hole that I dug for myself. But anyway, if you're interested and you play Fantasy Premier League and you want to join my league, please, by all means, you're welcome. And it's just for fun. There's no prize, although that would be kind of cool. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more match footage coming soon. Peace.